Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Fishing Southern Maryland. I'm your host David. I'm back at Calvert Cliffs State Park to try to give the pond a try. If you watched my last couple of freshwater videos, you know I've been playing around with this bait that I'm calling a teaser. It's a little tube with a small piece of floating trout worm on it. And I said to myself, they've been working pretty well. What if I make something bigger that maybe a bass would like? So I took a bass tube and put an actual worm on it, on a jig, and I'm going to give that a try today at the pond. Let's see how I can do. I'll tell you right now that I'm a little afraid of it, or not necessarily afraid, but concerned with the fact that there's an exposed hook. And there's probably some snags out here, or there's that grass that grows down there and everything that I might get hung up in. But we'll see how it does. You can see some of the grass on it right there. That's okay. Didn't get hung up. Let's give it another try. A little different bait, but I caught one. A little largemouth on a little swim bait. There you go. You son of a gun. Fish number 2 on that same swim bait. Another small largemouth. As the rain starts to come down a little more. We'll make a couple more casts, then we'll head home. Okay, so what began as an experiment with a new bait turned into a trial with the swim bait. I made several casts with the new bait. One of them got hung up and I broke it off. And at that point I'm like, well, let's keep something on the surface. So I switched to that little, I'll call it pearl swim bait. I call it 2 largemouth. So what I was planning on using didn't work. What I ended up changing to did. So I'm happy. Hope you enjoyed it. Click subscribe if you haven't. And tight lines.